Welcome to my channel. I'm Bethany, and today, as an introduction on getting to know me and stuff like that, I thought I'd do I'm only going to hold half of these piles because these piles really heavy, the mid-year book freakout tag. So, the first question in this tag is, what book did I really enjoy of 2018 so far? And that would have to be Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. This book was new, it was different, it was something I hadn't read before, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah, really enjoyed it. And I really can't wait to read more of Jay Kristoff's books. For those of you that haven't read it, it's a dystopian, futuristic type thing where the character, our main character Eve, her and her friend Lemon Fresh find this android lifelike robot, and it's going through the twists and the turns of everything that happens because of that, because android lifelikes are illegal. So, fun story, can't wait. I found it very much a modern dystopian-ish version of Anastasia, but still good. The next question is, what was the best sequel I read of 2018 so far? And that would be The Power of Six by Pittacus Law. Sorry, I can't pronounce words today. You're just going to have to forgive me. This is the second book in the Lorien Legacies series. I love this series so much. I'm currently reading the last one. In this series, we follow the Guard, alien teenagers that come from another planet called Lorien, and they are followed by these evil aliens. Now, the whole plan is that they've now got to be in hiding and try and stay safe so that eventually they can keep the world safe, and they gain magic and they gain powers like lights or turning invisible, and that's just amazing. I love this series and I can't wait to finish it. So, yeah. The third question was a book that really surprised me. Again, I would have to go back to Lifelike of Jay Kristoff because I haven't read any of his books. You will probably find that I will use Jay Kristoff Lifelike for multiple questions throughout the video due to the fact that the book just met a lot of the criteria. So, again, it really surprised me because it was something that I kind of shy away from. I kind of shy away from sci-fi / dystopian one. I don't mind it, but again, I've got to be in that real mood to read it. So, yeah. The next book is, which new release haven't you read, which you have but haven't read yet, and that would be The Trials of Apollo, The Burning Maze. Now, I bought this back when it first got released earlier in the year, and I haven't read it yet. My sister is currently reading it, as you can probably tell, but I have not read it yet. I'm still deciding whether I just want to read it or whether I just want to hold off and do a whole Rick Riordan book marathon and just and do it that way, or if I just want to read it and then maybe go back for a marathon later. I haven't decided yet. But if you guys can help me answer that question, just put it put what you think I should do down in the comments section below. So I'm hoping to get to this before the end of 2018. That's the goal. Now, the next question is, what books are you anticipating for the second half of 2018? And I've actually got two. I've got the second book of Strange the Dreamer, which is The Muses of Midnight by Laini Taylor. I read this book in end of May, beginning of June. So yeah, I will do a video of my reviews for the books I've read for the months of June and for the months of July. But yeah, I read this one end of May, so I've read it quite recently, and I loved it. There were bits were a bit slow, but I loved it ultimately, and I just cannot wait for the second one. I need more Leslie Strange in my life, and I just can't wait. The other books that I'm really excited for is the last book of the Dark Artifact series by Cassandra Clare, The Queen of Air and Darkness. Now, because of the huge plotlet twist that Cassandra Clare left us at the end of Lord of Shadows, I'm just so excited to get the next one and for it to come out, and I'm so excited. So, yes. Now, the next question is, what book made you cry so far in 2018? And for that, I would have to go All the Lights We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This one is a very historical fiction, and I love a good historical fiction read in my life. I really do. This one was basically about, you follow two characters, Murray Laurie, yeah, that's how you say it. Again, can't pronounce words today, I'm so sorry. And she's a blind girl trying to navigate her way through Hitler controlled Paris. And the other timeline is where you follow an orphan. I can't remember his name. Warner, I think it was. Yeah, Warner. And he is a German orphan, and he can fix radios and is a very good mechanic, and that leads him to being recruited for the Nazi Youth Party. And it's just their story and how the timelines intertwine. I really, really love this book. Again, it made me cry because it was such a beautiful read, and I love it so, so much. So, yeah. And the next question is, what book made you happy? What book made me happy? This was such a difficult question to answer because I couldn't figure it out. So I came up with my book club book that I'm reading for this month. As you can see, I'm got a little bit more to go. I'm over halfway, and it is called My Lovely Frankie by Judith Clare. This is such a lovely book. It follows the main character Tom, who decides at the age of 16 that he would go to this school called St. Finbarr's, where he becomes a priest. Now this book is his version of events, and he's retelling it to us when he's much older and a priest, and he's remembering a character, his friend called Frankie, who had a hard life, and yeah, and it was just so far it's just a very light and fluffy read. It's a very small book, so it's very quick. I think I started this yesterday, and that's where I'm sitting. So again, I'm really happy. I really love this book. It's a very chill one before going back to uni. So again, really love this book. I feel like I'm just saying, I really love this book constantly, over and over again. Now, the next question is, what book to film adaptations have you what's your favourite for so far this year? Now, I've seen a couple of book to movie adaptations. So far, I've seen Ready Player One and I've seen A Wrinkle in Time. But again, I haven't read those, but I can't really judge those ones yet because I haven't read the books. It is on my TBR list, but I have not read the books yet, so I cannot judge them. So I decided to twist this question a little bit and go a movie to TV show adaptation, and for that I've chosen Picnic at Hanging Rock by Jane Lindsay. This one I watched the TV program on Foxtel and I loved it, and then I went and read the book and I really liked it. I found the TV show kept very closely to the storyline, and the author and the people and the cast and that did a very good job. I felt that it was very well represented, and that was a big task because you had the book and then you had the movie, so they had a lot to live up to, and I think they achieved that very well. So yeah, now the last question of the mid-year freakout tag is what was your favourite video so far of 2018? Unfortunately, because this is my first video, I can't really give a definite answer. Maybe I might do an end of the year freakout tag and just do it all again and maybe see where it took me at the end of the year, and maybe by that point I will be able to answer that question. So yeah, that is all for the sorry, I forgot some questions, and I think it was just because I didn't have a answer to those questions as such that I kind of missed them, but I will quickly brush over them. One question was, what is my favourite book crush so far of 2018? Unfortunately, I don't have one as yet. I have characters that I like, but I don't have a character crush as of yet. I'm hoping, you never know, I might find it later in the year, I might not. I'm not too bothered. So yeah, my favourite character for this one, I would have to go back to Lifelike by Jake Kristoff, because and again, I'm not really a big fan of the main characters in books. I kind of like the minor characters or the background characters. I think it's just because you get a bit more imagination with them because you don't see a lot of them. So yeah, so in this case, my favourite character would have to be Raphael from Lifelike. He was kind of a flashback memory type character, and he was just sweet and charming, and yeah, I could see him being my best friend in life. So yeah, well, that is finally all for this video today. Thank you for watching, and if you would like to become a part of my weird and magical and whatever else I could think of at the time online family, then please click the subscribe button, and yeah, I will try and upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. The keyword in the meaning is try, but I will aim for at least one video per week. But again, I'm aiming for Wednesday and Sunday. Okay, so bye guys!